Sorry, my phone shut off for some reason on the recording, so I'm gonna have to find a way to put these two recordings together. But it's $22.80 that he spent on the DVDs. Now the question is, how much did the total amount that he spent on both? So now we take the two totals and we add them together. No big deal, right? 5. So he paid $25 total on both. So as you can see, I did my multiplication here. That's what that mess is. And then I multiplied each item, and then I added them together to get the $25. Okay? Let's look at a couple more. And for those of you who are wondering what I did when I multiplied those decimals, that money, I'll show you what I did real quick before we move on. So we had 380 times 6, right? So the first thing I did is you take this 6 and you multiply everything by it. So 3 times 0 is 0. 6 times 0 is 0. It still would have been 0, but you know, here we are. 6 times 8 is 48. And then, that's the ones column right there, so we have to move that 4 up to the 3. And 8 times 3 is 24. 6 times 3, I don't do this very well upside down apparently. 6 times 3 is 18, and then we have to add that 4 into it, so it's 22. So, now it looks like this, 2280. And we start at the end and we move over how many decimal points there were. There were 2 decimals, so we go right there. So now it becomes $22.80. So when you're in a pinch and you don't have your calculator, you can do this longhand. You just have to remember to put your decimals in the right spot, and you're only moving the decimal over how many spots there are actually places for that decimal. So that's why it's taken me a little longer. Normally I plug it into my calculator like we do in class and no big deal. But for today, I couldn't find it when I was looking through my stuff, and I wanted to get the video up as quickly as possible. So the last one has the last thing I want to go over has 2 different decimals. So it says the cost of oranges was 75 cents a pound, and Kayla bought 4.6 pounds. So I'm going to set it up 4.6 times 0.75. Okay, for you guys, just plug it into your calculators. Okay, I'm going to do this longhand. Actually, I could pull it up on I'm just going to pull it up here so I get it right. So we have 4.6 times 0.75. So it turns out to be $3.45. Excuse me. According to the calculator, it's $3.45. If you do this longhand, you would take the 5. So you have this set up, and you do the math for the 5 and then math for the 7. So I'm going to do that really quick. 0, 3, 4, 3. And 7 times. And so when I move over, I'm going to bump over because this is a different place on the number line. So I'm actually going to put a 0 right here. Shoot, I'm doing this wrong. Sorry, I was doing that wrong, so I'll go back and do it when I'm not on camera and figure out what I did wrong. But you can do it by hand. Most of you guys should have checked out a calculator or have one at home. And I know Mr. Fullmer wants you guys using calculators anyway, so you get it right. Also, Alex has a built-in calculator, so just not on the teacher side, it doesn't. So I'm going to log off and then post this to YouTube for you guys. Like I said, if you need help on any subject, especially those of you who have IEPs, remember that I am part of the special ed department. Hit me up so it counts towards your minutes and your goals. And if you have any specific goals that you aren't working on that you need to work on, let me know. I can help you with that. Once again, Jay Taylor, UtahMilitaryAcademy.org. Hit me up. I'm available all day. I'm actually out of town right now, so I'm actually on a different time zone than you guys. So I'm actually up earlier than most of you guys, and because of where I'm at. So if you're working early in the morning, don't hesitate to hit me up. Also, Mr. Fullmer is also up earlier than I am, so I would hit him up as well. Look forward to seeing you guys in a few weeks. Hopefully, May 1st comes and we're back in the class. But until then, look for a video on YouTube from me every other day. On Tuesdays and Thursdays, your B days, because that's when I'm technically your math teacher. So I will see you guys again on Thursday.